You guys love my Smitty WerbenJagerManJensen costume, and you requested a tutorial on the hat, and I'm coming to deliver.
Let's get into what we need for this project. You're gonna need a blue drinking helmet, white gesso, acrylic paint, 2 cans that are the same size, paint brushes, and then I recommend having paint pens. I think it's gonna make your life a whole lot easier. I have all the supplies listed in my Amazon storefront in my bio under the Smitty WerbenJagerManJensen list. Okay, let's get into it. I prepped my white gesso on a plate and then got into using my white paint pen to sketch out where I wanted to put the design. Now, as you guys see, I was not perfect, okay? And that's because this is a very real DIY. It ended up being okay since we're gonna cover that whole area with white anyways, so yeah. Now, you may be asking, Maddie, why gesso and not acrylic paint? Gesso is thicker and used as a really great base for when you're painting on actual canvas. And since our hat is plastic, we need something that's actually going to stick to the plastic, and regular acrylic paint honestly chips off so easily. You could totally take that extra step of lightly sanding the area where you're going to paint it white. Sure that your paint's not going to chip off at all, but honestly, I haven't done that, and I stored mine with things on top of it in a bin, and it never really had many issues, so. Now, I did a total of 3 coats and used a hairdryer on a very low setting far away to lightly kind of get it dry faster. And I also started working on my cans in between as well. Let's remind ourselves of our inspo. Now, I definitely recommend using a can that is a lighter or less pigmented version of mine, like a coconut LaCroix or something that's already white, because I had to do a couple coats of white on these cans. And the reason why we do white instead of just doing the color straight on there is that it would just be a lot harder and a ton more coats of the colors directly on our cans, especially since they don't have a white base, so yeah. Then I used a black detailed pen marker situation to draw out the pattern for the can. My drawings on this project were not very good. They are wonky, but that's okay because it's a Halloween costume, and honestly, I think things from SpongeBob are a little wonky anyways. Now, unfortunately, I filmed this last year and I don't have all the clips of me painting the rest of this, so I'm going to come back to you guys in person and talk through the rest. For the cans, I just painted the rest of the colors in based on the photo inspo. For the number, I ended up using a paint pen. I've used these paint pens for all of my DIY projects. They are so pigmented and really easy to use, and honestly just make it so much easier for you rather than having to use a paintbrush to do this. And that is it. Was having thoughts that you could laminate something that looks like a cover for your drink and like have your drink, stick it in, and then you could actually drink real things for the night. That could be cool. It has to be like laminated though, because if it got wet, I don't know if it would like drip on you. Something to think about. Anyways, everything is linked in my Amazon storefront in my bio under the list. I don't want to say it any more times, to be honest. And make sure to follow. I have a ton of Halloween costumes and costume inspo I will be putting out all season long, so stay tuned. Bye guys.